Life and happiness, two words that define our journey in this world. Often, in the hustle and bustle of life, we forget how simple and beautiful the pursuit of happiness can be. But you know what? Happiness isn't about having it all figured out. It's not about reaching some distant finish line where everything is perfect. These quotes from some of the wisest minds across history and cultures offer profound insights into the nature of happiness and how we can cultivate it in our lives. Let's find inspiration in their simplicity and truth, and let's rediscover the joy that resides within each of us. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama, a symbol of peace and spiritual wisdom, opens our journey with one of the simplest truths of life. Happiness is the ultimate goal. Think about it. Why do we strive for anything in life? It all comes back to that fundamental desire for happiness. We often get so caught up in the pursuit of material success, status, and recognition, believing that happiness lies somewhere out there beyond the horizon. But the truth is, happiness isn't found in external achievements. The purpose of life, as the Dalai Lama so beautifully puts it, is to be happy in the present, to find joy in the simplicity of living. It's about savoring the taste of your morning coffee, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, appreciating the laughter of loved ones. Happiness is all around us, my friends, waiting to be embraced. So often we search for happiness in far-off lands, in grand achievements, in things outside ourselves. Remember, the purpose of life is not to be rich, famous, or powerful. The purpose of life is to be happy. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. Continuing with the wisdom of the Dalai Lama, this quote teaches us that happiness isn't something you stumble upon. It's not a winning lottery ticket or a magical genie in a bottle. Happiness is not a gift bestowed upon the lucky few. Instead, happiness is something we actively create, something we build with our own two hands. It's a conscious choice, a daily effort, a way of life. Think of it like a garden. You can't expect flowers to bloom without planting seeds, nurturing the soil, and tending to them with care. Every decision we make, every interaction we have, every thought we think contributes to the overall quality of our lives and our happiness. When you choose kindness over anger, forgiveness over resentment, love over fear, you are actively cultivating happiness within yourself and in the world around you. You have the power to shape your own happiness, one small action at a time. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. John Lennon. John Lennon, a legendary musician and a profound thinker, reminds us of a simple yet often overlooked truth. Life is unpredictable. We can plan and organize, set goals and create timelines, but life has a funny way of unfolding according to its own rhythm. We're so busy chasing after tomorrow that we forget to savor the gift of today. John Lennon's words are a gentle reminder to slow down, to release the need to control every aspect of our lives, and to embrace the unexpected detours along the way. Sometimes the most beautiful experiences in life come from those unplanned adventures, those detours we didn't see coming. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. Let's make sure we're present for every step of the way. The contagion of happiness. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up, said Mark Twain. Twain, known for his sharp wit and profound wisdom, gives us a simple yet powerful recipe for happiness. Be the source of someone else's smile. We tend to think of happiness as an individual pursuit, something we find within ourselves. But Twain reminds us that happiness is also deeply interconnected with the well-being of others. When we shift our focus from ourselves to others, something magical happens. When we make a conscious effort to brighten someone else's day, we inadvertently brighten our own. It's like a boomerang. The positive energy we put out into the world comes right back to us, amplified. Happiness, as Twain suggests, is contagious. When we spread positivity, we create a ripple effect that not only brightens someone else's day, but leaves a lasting glow in our own hearts. The power within. Happiness depends upon ourselves, said Aristotle. Aristotle's philosophy on happiness is both empowering and challenging. He reminds us that happiness is not something that others can give us or take away. It's not a product of our circumstances, our possessions, or our relationships. True happiness, lasting happiness, comes from within. It's a state of being, a mindset, a way of perceiving the world around us. It's about cultivating inner peace, self-love, and a deep sense of gratitude for the gifts in our lives. It's about taking responsibility for our own happiness and understanding that it's not about what happens to us, but how we choose to respond to it. The present moment. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment, said Buddha. Buddha's wisdom transcends time, and this quote perfectly encapsulates the essence of mindfulness. Happiness is not found in the dusty attics of the past or in the distant realms of the future. It exists only in the here and now, in the present moment. The past, with all its regrets, mistakes, and missed opportunities, is gone. The future, on the other hand, is uncertain, a vast, unknown landscape filled with both promise and potential pitfalls. When we dwell on past mistakes or worry about the future, we rob ourselves of the joy that exists in the here and now. The present is where life truly happens. It's where joy is created, where connections are made, where love is expressed. So, how do we cultivate this presence, this ability to fully inhabit the present moment? It takes practice, my friends. It takes a conscious effort to bring our awareness back to the here and now. A life well lived. Happiness is not a goal. It's a byproduct of a life well lived. Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt's wisdom reminds us that happiness is not a destination. It's a journey. It's not something we achieve. It's something we experience along the way. When we focus on living authentically, on pursuing our passions, on making a difference in the world, happiness follows naturally. It's about living in alignment with our values, using our gifts to make a positive impact, and cultivating deep, meaningful connections with others. Happiness is not a reward for a life well lived. It's the natural fragrance of a life lived in full bloom. Measuring what matters. Count your age by friends, not years. Count your life by smiles, not tears. John Lennon. Another gem from John Lennon, this quote encourages us to redefine what it means to live a rich, full, and meaningful life. Instead of counting the years, Lennon urges us to count our blessings, to cherish the people who enrich our lives, and to measure our days by the moments that make us smile. The power of perspective. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They make the best of everything. Unknown. This anonymous quote carries a timeless message about gratitude and perspective. It reminds us that happiness is not about having it all, but about appreciating what we have. It's about finding joy in the ordinary, seeing the beauty in the mundane, and making the most of every situation. The happiest people are not those who have been dealt the perfect hand in life. They are the ones who have learned to play their hand well, who have mastered the art of finding joy in the midst of challenges. The key to success. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Albert Schweitzer. Albert Schweitzer flips the conventional wisdom on its head. When we love what we do, when we find joy and passion in our work, success becomes a natural byproduct. Our energy is amplified, our creativity soars, and our enthusiasm becomes contagious. When we prioritize happiness, success has a way of finding us. Happiness isn't found in the grand achievements or distant goals. It's found in the little moments, the small acts of kindness, and the way we choose to see the world. It's about savoring a warm cup of tea on a rainy morning, sharing a laugh with a loved one, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the beauty of nature. These quotes remind us to embrace the joy that is already within and around us. They remind us that happiness is not a destination, but a journey, a choice we make every single day. Let's make happiness a daily choice. Let's choose to see the world through a lens of love, gratitude, and joy.